Okay, let's talk about something big that's happening right now. The way we find information online. It's completely changing. It's not just about searching anymore. It's about getting direct answers from AI. So the real question is, can AI even find your content in the first place? Let's dive in.
No, really. I want you to think about that for a second. Is your website basically invisible to AI? Because if you're still just focused on old school SEO, there's a very real chance that these new AI assistants, the tools that are literally shaping the future of how we get information, well, they might not be able to see or understand your stuff at all.
Yep, that's the big shift. We're moving away from search engines and straight into the era of answer engines. Think about tools like Perplexity. They don't just throw a list of blue links at you. No way. They read everything, figure it out, and give you a direct answer, complete with citations. And if you want to be one of those citations, well, you've got to start thinking differently. And this whole new way of thinking, it's got a name. It's called Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO for short. And really, it's all about one thing: structuring your website on purpose so that an AI can read it, understand what it's about, trust it, and here's the key part, actually cite you in its answers. Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty, we have to clear up the biggest misconception out there. The AI, it doesn't care that you use Notion or Google Sheets or Excel. Those are your tools. The only thing the AI actually reads is the final public HTML that your website shows to the world. That's it. So that's our real job here, making that final HTML code as easy for an AI to read as possible. So that's the big question, right? How do you actually build a website that an AI can read and, really get? Well, I've found the best way to think about it is like this. Think of it like you're building a house, but this house is specifically for an AI visitor. And for this AI to feel at home, it's going to need three things: a solid foundation, a clear blueprint, and maybe most importantly, a cheat sheet. All right, let's start with the most important part of any house, the foundation. For our AI-friendly website, that foundation is good old-fashioned static HTML. This is what makes sure our AI visitor can even get in the front door. So why does this matter so much? Well, a lot of modern websites use fancy JavaScript that loads the content after the page shows up. But here's the thing: AI crawlers are not patient. They show up, and if the content isn't there right away, they often just see a blank page and leave. Static, or server-side rendered HTML, on the other hand, delivers the whole meal at once. Everything's right there from the get-go. This is a big reason why platforms like WordPress and other static site generators work so well for this. Okay, foundation is down. It's solid. Now we need a blueprint. This is what's going to show our AI visitor how the house is laid out, what's important, and where to find everything. And in our case, the blueprint is your semantic HTML. Your header tags. Think about it. Using just one H1 tag for your title, that's like putting a big main entrance sign on the front door. Then, using H2s and H3s logically creates the different rooms and hallways. This kind of clean structure is what makes your content snippable. It means the AI can just walk in, grab the exact little piece of info it needs, and use it in an answer. All right, foundation solid, blueprints clear. Now for the real game changer, the final piece of our AI house, the cheat sheet. This is where we stop making the AI guess what our content is about and we just tell it explicitly. And I'm not kidding here. This is absolutely crucial. The source material we're looking at says this is the single most important thing you can do. It's that big of a deal. So what is this magic cheat sheet? It's called schema.org. And it's basically a special vocabulary of code you add to your page. It works like this. Instead of just writing a question and an answer and hoping the AI figures it out, you use schema to wrap that text in a little note that says, hey AI, this part right here, that's the question. And this part, that's the answer. It literally removes all the guesswork for the AI. And this is where it gets super practical. Let's say you have a Q&A on your page. You'd use the FAQ page schema. Got a step-by-step tutorial? That's what the how-to schema is for. And for all you local businesses out there, the local business schema is your best friend. It tells the AI your hours, your address, everything. You're basically spoon-feeding the AI exactly what it's looking for, in a format it loves. So we've got the three core ideas down: foundation, blueprint, cheat sheet. Now let's talk about how to actually put this into practice. Let's build a real AI-first workflow. First things first, you gotta pick the right tool for the job. If you're writing a big, detailed article, sure, something like Notion works great. But, and this is a big but, for structured, repeatable content, like, say, hundreds of pages for different service locations, the source material says a simple spreadsheet, like Google Sheets, is, and I quote, infinitely better.
And this leads us to the ultimate AEO workflow. Check this out. You use a Google Sheet as your database, your single source of truth. Every single row in that sheet is a new web page. You have columns for everything: the location, the service, question 1, answer 1, question 2, answer 2, you name it. Then you have a little script that runs, and this is the magic part. For every single row, it automatically generates two things: the beautiful HTML page for your human visitors and the perfectly structured JSON LD schema, our cheat sheet for the AI.
And that's why this whole system is so powerful. Look, at the end of the day, an answer engine just wants the best answer, fast. If it has to choose between a page it has to guess about and your page, which literally hands it the answer in a perfectly clean, structured format, which one do you think it's going to pick? Every single time.
So let's recap the 3 keys to success here. It's all about building that house for AI. Number 1, the foundation: solid, static HTML. Number 2, the blueprint: clean, semantic HTML, so it knows its way around. And number 3, the cheat sheet: that explicit schema.org data that just hands over the goods.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. Take a hard look at your own website. Right now, is it just built for people, or is it ready for this new world of AI? In other words, is your website speaking AI's language?